Vanessa, thank you. The Madison, Wisconsin community is mourning after a deadly school shooting. 2 people killed, several others were hurt after a 15-year-old suspect opened fire at a private Christian school on Monday. Police say the suspected shooter, 15-year-old Natalie Rupnow, was found dead inside the school. This latest tragedy is sparking a renewed conversation about America's gun laws and how the teenager was able to get a gun in the first place. So the question is, could her parents be held liable? Joining us in the studio with more insight, criminal defense attorney Josh Kolsrud of Kolsrud Law Offices. Josh, thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you for having me.
Let's start with the motive here. What do we know about this case?
Well, we don't know much. The Madison Police Department is being pretty tight-lipped about the possible motives in this case. For instance, they haven't released her supposed manifesto, and they haven't given us very much information about the relationships that she had that could have influenced her in her decision to commit this mass murder.
Let's talk about access to guns. Did she have access to gun? How so?
So that's a great question, and I've thought about this. And one of the things that prosecutors do is they look to see, especially in these mass shootings, how the shooter obtained the weapon. Now, if you look at 2 similar cases, they may give us kind of a roadmap of what to expect. First, you have the Ethan Crumbley case, which was a mass shooting in Michigan. And in that case, the prosecutors, for the first time in the history of this country, charged the parents with negligent homicide because they failed to properly store the handgun away. And then there was a Georgia case earlier this year horrible case, where Mr. Gray, Colt Gray was the shooter, and his father was actually charged with not only negligent homicide but second-degree murder. So the prosecutors in Georgia took it a step further than the prosecutors in Michigan. And we're all looking to see what the prosecutors in Wisconsin are going to do, because we don't know where she got the weapon, but we do know that she knew how to fire it, because on her social media site, she had a video and pictures of her shooting a 9mm handgun with her father a few months ago. So we need to find out where she got the weapon, how it was stored, and was it the same weapon that she was shooting a few months ago.
So it seems that we're turning toward the parents, as far as oftentimes that person, that shooter, is dead after this tragedy goes down. And the next person in line to blame would be the parents, and now the parents are paying the consequences. Is there anything that can be done as far as access prevention laws?
Yes, so in Wisconsin, they do have an access prevention law for parents. But the law states that the parents have to lock up their firearms and not allow them to be readily available for anybody under the age of 14. But Samantha, in this case, she was 15, so that isn't going to apply to her. However, there is a statute for negligent homicide in Wisconsin where the prosecutor could follow what Michigan did and charge the father who presumably provided her the weapon, we don't know for a fact yet, with negligent homicide.
Yeah, well, people want someone to be held accountable, but really it'd be lovely if we could prevent them. Just in general, as a general blanket statement, but I guess we haven't found the answer to that quite yet.
Yeah, an ounce of prevention by locking weapons away can prevent, a huge tragedy like this.
Yeah. Indeed. Josh, thank you so much for coming with us and being here today to explain some of this. Just such a tragic thing, especially so close to the holidays.
Yeah.